Welcome back to OldCoin Secrets. In this video, we explore the top 4 expensive and ultra-rare Lincoln penny that every coin collector and old coin lover should know about. These Lincoln pennies may look ordinary at first glance, but some dates, mint marks, and conditions can make them extremely valuable and highly collectible. Coin number 1, 1999 Lincoln penny. A modern penny with $1 million secret. Imagine holding a penny that feels modern. A penny many people still remember using every day. 99 doesn't sound old. It doesn't feel rare, and most people would never stop to look twice at it. But what if I told you that one specific version of the 1999 Lincoln penny has shocked the coin world, selling for thousands of dollars, and changing how collectors see modern coins forever? Today we uncover the hidden truth behind the 1999 Lincoln penny. The story behind the 1999 Lincoln penny. The year 1999 was special for the United States Mint. It was the final year before the new millennium, a time of massive coin production, the height of modern circulation coins. Billions of pennies were struck to meet everyday demand. So naturally, people assume 1999 pennies are common. But collectors know better, because 1999 produced one of the most famous modern-era pennies in U.S. history. Basic coin details. Obverse, front, Abraham Lincoln portrait. In God we trust. Liberty. Date, 1999. Reverse back. Lincoln Memorial. 1 cent. United States of America. I pluribus unum. At first glance, nothing unusual. But the secret is hidden in the details. Mint marks, a key to value. 1999 Lincoln pennies were struck at 99, no mint mark to Philadelphia. 99 day Denver. 1999 S. San Francisco. Proof coins. Most valuable discoveries come from Philadelphia and Denver circulation coins, not proofs. Why the 1999 Lincoln penny is special. 1. The famous wide AM era. This is the reason the 1999 penny became legendary. On normal pennies, the letters A and M in America are very close together. But on the rare 1999 wide AM era, there is a clear gap between A and M. This era was never supposed to exist on circulation coins, yet a small number escaped the mint. 2. Modern era rarity. Unlike old coins where errors were common, modern minting uses advanced technology. So when an error appears in 1999, it becomes extremely rare and highly valuable. Collectors aggressively hunt these other valuable 1999 errors. Besides wide AM, look for off-center strikes, broad strikes, decreks, double strikes, struck through grease errors. Each error can multiply the value instantly. Color and condition still matter. Even without errors, high-grade red pennies are valuable. Copper penny colors. RD, red, highest value. RB, red-brown. BN, brown. A full red, mint state 1999 penny is much harder to find than people think. Market value of the 1999 Lincoln penny. Normal coins. Circulated, 0.1, 0.10. Uncirculated, $1, 5 and high-grade, MS65 RD, $15, $40. MS66 RD, $75, $150. 1999 wide AM era. Circulated, $500, $1,000. Uncirculated, $2,000, $30,000 plus. Yes, a penny from 1999 can be worth more than gold by weight. How to identify a 1999 wide AM penny. Follow these steps. Flip the coin to the reverse. Look at the word America. Focus on A and M. And if there's a visible gap, stop. Use magnification to confirm. Do not clean the coin. Do not scratch it. One wrong move can destroy thousands of dollars in value. Historical importance. The 1999 Lincoln penny proves something powerful. Valuable coins don't have to be old. Modern coins can still hold secrets. Errors create legends. This coin changed how collectors view pocket change forever. Collector tips. Always inspect modern pennies. Learn error varieties. Store potential finds safely. Compare with verified images. Consider professional grading. Many wide AM pennies were found years after minting, meaning more could still exist. Imagine this. You're counting change late at night. You flip a penny over without thinking. Then you pause. The letters on the back look different. You grab a magnifying glass. Your heart starts racing. That tiny gap between A and M, you didn't just find a penny. You found a collector's dream. Final message for viewers. The 1999 Lincoln penny teaches us, don't judge coins by age. Details matter more than dates. Errors create fortunes. Pocket change can change lives. So next time you see a penny from 1999, look again, because sometimes the most valuable treasures look the most ordinary. Coin number 2, 1970s Lincoln penny. An ordinary penny that could be a hidden treasure. Now we are diving deep into the story of the 1970s Lincoln penny, a coin that many people overlook. Yet collectors know hides some incredible secrets. If you have old coins at home, especially pennies from the 1970s, this is a coin you must pay attention to. The story behind the 1970s Lincoln penny. The year 1970 was a time of change in the United States. The country was dealing with economic shifts, rising metal prices, and growing demand for everyday coinage. The San Francisco Mint, identified by the small S mint mark below the date, was responsible for producing proof coins and some circulation quality cents during this period. The 1970s Lincoln penny was struck in 95% copper, making it part of the classic copper era. Lincoln cents, something collectors love today. At first glance, this penny seems common. Millions were made. But here's the truth collectors understand. Not all 1970s pennies are equal. Some are extremely rare. Some varieties are worth serious money. Basic design and features. Obverse, front, portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor D. Brenner. The word liberty on the left. In God We Trust on the top. Date 1970 with S mint mark below it. Reverse back. Lincoln Memorial Building. United States of America. 1 cent. I pluribus unum. This memorial reverse design was used from 1959 to 2008. Why the 1970s Lincoln penny is special. 1. Proof coin origins. Most 1970s pennies were struck as proof coins, meaning special polished dies, mirror-like fields, sharper details, made specifically for collectors. Proof coins are always more desirable than regular circulation strikes. 2. Small date versus large date variety. This is where things get exciting. The 1970s Lincoln penny has 2 major varieties. Large date, more common. Date numbers look taller and thicker, usually lower value. Small date, rare. Date appears slightly smaller and thinner. The 7 in 1970 looks level, not high. The Liberty is often weak or faint. The small date variety is the one collectors hunt for. The famous 1970s small date. Why collectors go crazy. The 1970s small date Lincoln penny is considered one of the key modern Lincoln cent varieties. Why? Very limited production. Hard to identify without experience. Many were spent unknowingly. Extremely rare in high grades. In top condition, this coin becomes a monster in the collector market. Era varieties that add value. Some 1970s pennies were struck with errors, making them even more valuable. Double die obverse, light doubling, off-center strikes, struck through grease, decracks, weak strikes. Even small errors can increase value dramatically. Market value of the 1970s Lincoln penny. Regular 1970s, proof or circulated. Circulated 0.25 1, proof, PR 65, 5.15 down. 1970s small date, big money. Lower grades, $50, 150. High grade examples, $500, 3,000 plus. Top PCGS NGC graded examples, 10,000 plus at auction. Yes, a penny from 1970 can be worth more than a car. Color matters a lot. Collectors classify copper pennies into 3 color types. RD red, most valuable. RB red-brown, medium value. BN brown, least valuable. A 1970s small date in full. Red condition is extremely rare and highly desirable. How to identify a valuable 1970s penny. Here's what you should check. Look for the S mint mark. I examined the date size carefully. Compare small date versus large date. I check the coin's color, red is best. I look for mirror-like proof surfaces and search for errors using a magnifier. If you suspect you have a small date or error coin, do not clean it. Cleaning destroys value. Historical importance. The 1970s Lincoln penny represents the end of the classic copper era, a shift toward collector-focused coin production, a time when mistakes at the mint created future treasures. Coins like this were never meant to be rare, but history made them rare. Collector tips. Store copper coins in airtight holders. Avoid touching surfaces with bare hands. Always compare dates under magnification. Consider professional grading for small date coins. Never sell without checking varieties first. You're searching through an old coin jar. Most pennies are dull and brown. Then you notice one with an S mint mark. You compare the date. The 7 looks flat. Liberty seems weak. Your heart starts racing. You might be holding a 1970s. Small date Lincoln penny, a coin that collectors dream of finding. That 1 cent could change everything. Final message for viewers. The 1970s Lincoln penny teaches us a powerful lesson. Never judge a coin by its face value. Small details create big value. Modern coins can be rarer than old ones. Knowledge is the real treasure. Before you ignore a penny, before you spend it, look closely, because history and wealth often hides in the smallest places. Coin number 3, 1973 Lincoln penny. Now we're uncovering the real story behind the 1973 Lincoln penny, a coin many people ignore, yet collectors watch very carefully. If you have old pennies at home, this is one you must not overlook. The background of the 1973 Lincoln penny. The year 1973 was a turning point in American history. The U.S. was facing rising inflation, increasing metal prices, heavy demand for everyday coinage. During this time, the U.S. Mint produced billions of Lincoln pennies to keep up with circulation needs. That's why most people believe the 1973 penny is common. But collectors know something different. High-quality examples are extremely rare. Errors can turn this penny into a jackpot. Basic coin details. Obverse front, Abraham Lincoln portrait. In God We Trust on top. Liberty on the left. Reverse back. Lincoln Memorial. 1 cent. United States of America. I pluribus unum. This design was used during the classic memorial cent era. Mint marks. Why they matter. The 1973 Lincoln penny was struck at 3 mints. Isfin 3, no mint mark. Philadelphia. Minafad 3D, Denver. 1973 S, San Francisco, mostly proofs. Each mint mark affects value differently. Philadelphia coins are common. Denver coins are also widely found. But San Francisco proof coins are where collector interest really grows. Why the 1973 Lincoln penny is special. 1. High-grade rarity. Billions were made, but almost all were heavily circulated. Pennies were dropped, scratched, worn down, stored poorly. Finding a 1973 penny in near-perfect condition is extremely difficult. Coins graded MS-16, MS-18, MS-67 can be surprisingly valuable. 2. Copper composition. The 1973 penny is made of 95% copper, zinc and tin. This makes it part of the classic copper Lincoln cent era, something modern collectors love, especially after copper was reduced in later years. Color makes a huge difference. Collectors divide copper pennies into 3 color types. RD red, highest value. RB red-brown, medium value. BN brown, lowest value. A full red 1973 penny with original mint luster is extremely rare and valuable. Valuable era varieties. This is where the 1973 penny becomes exciting. Some known errors include doubled D obverse, off-center strikes, D cracks, BE errors, struck through grease, broad strikes. Error coins are always limited, and collectors pay big money for them. Market value of the 1973 Lincoln penny. Normal condition. Circulated, $0.05, $0.25. Uncirculated, $1, 5 and high grades. MS-65RD, $25, $60. MS-66RD, $80, $200. MS-67RD, $500, 1/500 plies. Error coins. Minor errors, $50, $200. Major errors, $1,000, $5,000 a plus. Yes, a penny from 1973 can be worth more than a smartphone, or even a vacation. How to check if your coin is valuable. Follow these steps carefully. Uncheck the date, 1973. Look for a mint mark. Examine color, red is best. Inspect details on Lincoln's hair. Look closely for errors. Use magnification. Never clean the coin. Never polish it. Cleaning can destroy 90% of its value instantly. Historical importance. The 1973 Lincoln penny represents a time of economic uncertainty, heavy coin production, the survival of very few perfect examples. This coin was made to be spent, not saved. That's why untouched examples feel like time capsules today. Collector advice. Store coins in airtight holders. Avoid moisture and heat. Compare coins under good lighting. Study error varieties. Consider professional grading for high-quality coins. You're sorting old coins from a family collection. Most pennies are dark and worn. Then one catches your eye. It's bright, sharp, clean. A 1973 Lincoln penny that still looks new. You hold it under the light and realize this might not be just pocket change. It could be a hidden treasure waiting to be discovered. Final message for viewers. The 1973 Lincoln penny teaches us something important. Age alone doesn't create value. Condition is everything. Errors change lives. Knowledge turns cents into dollars. So before you ignore a penny, take a closer look, because sometimes history and money hides in plain sight. Coin number 4, 1999D Lincoln penny. Now we uncover the real story behind the 1999D Lincoln penny. The background of the 1999D Lincoln penny. The year 1999 marked the end of an era. It was the final year before the new millennium, a time of massive coin circulation, a year when the U.S. Mint struck billions of pennies. The Denver Mint, identified by the D Mint mark, produced an enormous number of Lincoln cents to meet everyday demand. Because of this, most people assume 1999 D pennies are common and worthless. That assumption is exactly why valuable examples still hide in plain sight. Basic coin information. Obverse, front, Abraham Lincoln portrait. In God we trust. Liberty. Date, 1999. Mint mark D, Denver. Reverse back. Lincoln Memorial. 1 cent. United States of America. I pluribus unum. Design looks normal, but collectors know the secrets lie deeper. Why the 1999D Lincoln penny is collectible. One condition: rarity, the biggest factor. Yes, billions were made, but almost all of them were heavily circulated, got scratched, dull or brown, lost their original red color. Finding a 1999D penny in pristine mint state red, RD, is extremely difficult. High-grade survivors are the real treasures. 2 full red copper color matters. 1999D pennies are made of copper-plated zinc, and color plays a huge role in value. Collectors classify them as RD, red, highest value. RB, red-brown. BN, brown, lowest value. A blazing red, untouched coin is what collectors fight over at auctions. 3 error varieties increase value. The 1999D Lincoln penny has several collectible errors, including off-center strikes, broad strikes, D-cracks, D-chips, struck through grease, misaligned dies. These errors turn a 1-cent coin into a 3 or 4-figure collectible. Important note about wide AM. The famous wide AM error is mainly known on 1999 Philadelphia pennies, not Denver. However, collectors still carefully inspect 1999D coins because transitional dies, reverse anomalies, unlisted minor varieties. This keeps collector interest strong. Market value of the 1999D Lincoln penny. Here's what collectors are actually paying. Normal circulated, 0.01, 0.10. Uncirculated, UN 3. High-grade coins, MS65RD, $15, $35. MS66RD, 60, 120. MS67RD, 300 loans, 800 plus. Error coins, minor errors, $50, $200. Major errors, $500, 2,000 plus. Yes, a modern penny can absolutely reach hundreds of dollars. How to identify a valuable 1999D penny. Follow this checklist. Look for the D mint mark under the date. You check color, bright red is best. Examine Lincoln's hair details. And look for sharp lettering. I inspect the reverse for errors. Use magnification. Never clean the coin. Never polish it. Cleaning destroys collector value instantly. Historical significance. The 1999D Lincoln penny represents the final years of the Lincoln Memorial design era. Modern mass production, a shift toward era-focused collecting. It proves that modern coins can still be rare, just in different ways. Collector tips. Don't ignore modern pennies. Learn how grading works. Focus on condition, not just date. Error coins are the fastest value climbers. Professional grading can multiply value. Many collectors regret ignoring 1999 coins years ago. You're sorting loose change late at night. Most pennies look dull and brown. Then one catches the light. Bright red. Sharp details. A clean D mint mark. You take a closer look. What you thought was pocket change might be a certified mint state coin worth hundreds. That's how collectors are born. Final message for viewers. The 1999 D Lincoln penny teaches us something powerful. Modern does not mean worthless. Condition creates rarity. Errors create value. Knowledge turns pennies into profits. So before you ignore a 1999 D penny, look again, because sometimes the most valuable coins are the ones everyone else overlooks. So today we uncovered the hidden stories behind 4 Lincoln pennies that most people spend without a second thought, from subtle mint differences to rare conditions and collector-level details. These coins prove one powerful lesson. Value isn't always about age. It's about rarity, condition, and knowledge. Some of these pennies are still hiding in everyday change, old jars and forgotten collections. And the difference between a 1-cent coin and a valuable collectible is simply knowing what to look for. If this video helped you see coins differently, make sure to like, share, and subscribe, because we uncover rare coin secrets that most people never learn. Drop a comment below and tell us which coin surprised you the most. And remember, never ignore a penny. History, rarity, and real money can hide in the smallest places. We'll see you in the next video.